All right, Shalom.
Shalom.
All right, we're the brothers out of Great Millstone, Atlanta. This is Gamal Yala.
Brother Kasab.
All right, first and foremost, we want to give all praises to
Yahawah,
YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, Rakakwadash. Double honors to our elders and apostles of Great Millstone. Shalom to all I can now pushing out this truth and sincerity. Coming at you with a quick lesson, all right, and this is going to be entitled Communicate, Don't Isolate. You know, it's important that we communicate amongst each other. All right. Um, you know, communicating with your brothers, communicating with the body, and don't isolate yourself from the body, because we get our strength from each other. Brothers are always in the spirit. Brothers are always gonna uh, keep you in the right spirit. Brothers are always gonna push you and provoke you to do lessons. They're gonna have your back. They're gonna tell you when you're going off, correct you, and all those things. So why not? Why would you not want to be around brothers? And me and this brother, we actually did a lesson on the depression demon. Dealing with depression. All right, and in that lesson, one of the key things, or one of the main things that happens when you're depressed is you isolate yourself. So you don't want to you shouldn't isolate yourself from the men of the Lord. If anything, you should be trying to get closer, because the days are few. What are you waiting on? Why are you distancing yourself from the men? If you believe these are men of the Lord, then why distance yourself? Why would you not want to be close to these men as much as you can? All right, so this is Hebrews 10 and 25. Matter of fact, 24. Let us consider one another to provoke unto love and to good works. All right, and just like this brother said, provoke. We have to actually provoke one another unto love and to good works. Which that good works is doing what? Doing the works of the Heavenly Father, doing the will of the Heavenly Father. Doing lessons, praying, fasting, things of that nature, all these things. It says, not forsaking the assembly of ourselves together, as the manner of some is. So it says, not forsaking the assembly. All right? Don't forsake the assembly. Don't turn away from the assembly. To assemble means what? Come together.
Yep, come together.
So why would you forsake? Why would you be against coming together? All right. It says, as the manner of some is, but exhorting one another, and so much the more as ye see the day approaching. See, it says so much the more as you see the day approaching. So as we see this thing approaching, we have to do this. We have to exhort one another more, encourage each other, man.
Mm-hmm.
That's what exhorting means, to encourage. Don't neglect the assembly, okay? Don't neglect the assembly. You should be, we have to encourage one another, and so much more as we see the day approaching, and like I said, this lesson is communicate, don't isolate, so we have to constantly be amongst the assembly of one another and provoke one another and constantly, be in this thing, man. Be around, man. Pull up. Okay?
God.
You got it, bro.
God. Yeah, I got the word isolate in the online etymology. And I was trying to find a scripture, I think it's in the Apocrypha, where it talk about leave not a child alone so that he grow up and
I think I know.
Grow up to be like wicked or something. Roughly paraphrasing, but that's leaving a man to isolation. Basically you're gonna destroy yourself. All right, and like we said, we provoke one another to do better, to push more, to communicate. We always it's been a real heavy topic, amongst our camp down here in Atlanta the last couple of weeks about communicating, man. All right, men, you either communicate or you isolate, and a lot of times you don't even realize when you're isolating yourself, because it could be pride, it could be you're afraid of rebuke, you could be, in which all of that is a demon, man. Those are demons, the isolation demon. That's a demon, man.
Yeah, hey, well, like you said, that's a good point because that's how you know it's a demon is because that demon don't even want you to get around brothers for you to get it off. That's how you know it's a demon. That demon said, "Nah, don't get around, don't get around them brothers," because that demon knows that if you get around that the demon knows that if you get around the brothers,
he gonna get exercise.
He gonna get exercise. Ain't that crazy? You got it.
God, I gotta. This is the book of Timothy. Just going into Salaki. I was gonna read the definition of isolate. It says to set or place apart, to detach so as to make alone. Right? Yeah, you detach yourself from the body. You're no longer communicating. You're no longer. You have issues, which we all have issues. But what that issue would do is you would basically you're gonna soak into your own. Going back to depression, man. At the end of the day, you isolating. That's a sign of being caught up in that depression again, man. It's that isolation thing. Here it is. The Lord is taking you through some things to build you up, but instead of being built up, you're actually digressing.
You're digressing, yeah, and that's how you know that something is defeating you.
Yeah,
Yep. It's because you can't. Some things you can't handle on your own. You need help. You need someone to talk to. You know what I'm saying? Yep. A lot of and like this brother said, it'd be that pride, because you like, nah, I don't want to. That's that demon again. But you basically like, nah, I don't want to.
I don't need no help.
I don't need no help. That's pride. I don't. I can handle it. I can handle it.
I can do it myself.
Man, get help, man. Get help. Reach out.
That's that healthy communication, man.
That's that healthy communication.
Yep. You might, you could reach out to a brother, and next thing you know, you got counsel. You know what I'm saying?
Feel better.
You don't got, you was able to, because a lot of times, most of the issues that we go through, because we don't tell nobody, is why it fucks with us.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Or now you playing the mind game within your own head. Second guessing, do I really want to do this? Or now you second guess. The next thing you know, you could be second guessing the truth.
Matter of fact, I got a piece.
So going back to this definition,
I got something real quick.
Okay, come.
This is Romans, because just building off what you just said, second guessing yourself. Romans 14:22. Hast thou faith? Have it to thyself before the Most High. Mm-hmm. Happy is he that condemneth not himself in that thing which he alloweth.
You
see, so you condemning yourself, man. It says, happy is he that condemneth not himself in that thing which he alloweth. So it's like you basically beating yourself up, man.
Yeah.
Your conscience is not clear. You constantly beating yourself up. It says, I'm gonna read it one more time. Hast thou faith? Have it to thyself before the Most High. So as far as your faith, as far as your faith is concerned, that you want to keep personal.
Yeah.
That you want to, you want to have your own personal relationship with the Most High. But as far as that doesn't mean that you. If you personally have a relationship with YAHAWASHI, that doesn't mean that you isolate yourself. That's not what that's saying. And it says, happy is he that condemneth not himself and the thing which he alloweth. So, like I said, you condemning yourself. You constantly beating yourself up, and just your thoughts are weighing down on you. Let me see if there's any more.
Yeah, which correcting yourself is nothing wrong. Because we all notice when sometimes we go off, we all give ourselves a pep talk.
Mm-hmm.
Like, man, I'm going off, man. let me get my shit together.
Yeah, yep.
Sometimes I'll be rebuking myself sometimes. Like, man, you know, you're not supposed to do that. Which, of course, I'm not saying like, oh yeah, I don't want to eat some pork or something like that. Or, you know what I'm saying? Like, damn, I should have did a video today.
Right.
Why I didn't do my lessons? I'm slowing down on my lessons. I ain't pulling up on the brothers no more. Like, that's what I mean. But we gotta say that because men get simple.
You got it, bro.
God. Basically, the word isolate just means to just to isolate, man, to detach. When you detach from the body, you really detach from the spirit of YAHAWASHI, YAHAWASHI.
And you only hurting yourself.
Yeah,
by doing that.
Yep, that's right.
You only hurting yourself because like I said, especially in these times, we have to come together. Okay, we rely on one another. Okay, we rely on men to uplift one another and like provoke each other and to do this thing, man. So like we just said, like when you are detached, you that's pride, because you basically like I don't really need these, man. I can handle it, and blah blah blah. So you got it, bro. I'm looking for this one precept. You had any precepts?
Yeah, I got some.
Okay.
This is 1 Timothy chapter 6. 1 Timothy chapter 6, verse 18, and this is going into the communicate, because if there's actually two types of there's more than one type of communicate. You can communicate within the brotherhood, and you can communicate by teaching, going out to the highways and byways. Another part of that isolation would be not doing videos, or now you ain't making it out to the camp, or it's just different avenues of communicating, man, and which all lead to self-destruction, man, or isolation, or depression. All right, so this is 1 Timothy chapter 6, verse 18. They that do good, that they be rich in good works, ready to distribute, willing to communicate. All right, because we have to be, that's part of this walk, man. Communicating. All right, like with the Lord YAHAWASHI, he didn't hold no rebukes back. He didn't hold no good works. The Lord, he didn't hold nothing back, man. Even when the Lord was going through something, of course he's not gonna, spill his heart out to one of the disciples. He went to YAHAWASHI, YAHAWASHI. The angels ministered unto him, so the Lord even communicated. He communicated to the Heavenly Father, just like us younger men, we communicate to, through prayer, but we communicate to older brothers. I might be going through something, I'm going to reach out, I'm going to communicate. I done been in that situation where I done isolated myself, and that shit damn near tore me up. Yeah. Personally, brother, I went through some shit. As coming up, which I'm still young and I'm still going through things, but I went through that phase. So I can honestly speak on that. That's an experience that I actually went through. And like the brother said, them demons, they'll know. Them demons will know.
They know, because they know a brother is gonna take that demon off you.
Hey, those demons, those demons are in other men that are already isolated and been detached. And what those demons will do is they'll jump on that man to jump on you or me. Yep. Like I said, that's why I said I've been through this personally. Yeah,
demons. This brother may have gotten rid of a demon. It might jump on another brother in the camp or whatever. You know what I'm saying? That's how a lot of demons work. Demons, they might get off one man and go to the next. So it's important. Really, it's important to recognize it. In order for you to even get the demon off, you have to first recognize it. Like that's saying recognition is the first step. So if some men may not really recognize that they're isolating themselves. But if you recognize it, then you should be, fixing it.
Yeah,
Doing something about it.
Yep.
I got something real quick.
Go ahead, bro.
This is Sirach 37:14. For a man's mind is sometime wont to tell him more than 7 times. It's like it. For a man's mind is sometime wont to tell him more than 7 watchmen that sit above in a high tower.
Mm-hmm.
And going back to like we were saying, going back to what this brother was saying, when you've been fucking up, man.
Yeah.
Because it says your mind is gonna tell you more times than 7 watchmen. Like, hey, do this. Your mind is telling you like, damn, I need to, like you just said that. I know I shouldn't do that.
Yeah.
Warning, giving you warning. Telling you, hey, you need to do this. Says a man's mind is sometime wont to tell him more than 7 watchmen that sit above in a high tower. So your mind will tell you like, damn, I need to get around it. And then, but that demon,
yep.
That demon, you just ignore it. Here it is, but that'd be the spirit. The spirit is telling you, damn, I need to do this. I need to do this. I need to do this. And then when you don't do it, you just ignore the spirit. Then that's your ass. Eventually, I mean, it's just gonna grow and grow and grow, and that demon is just gonna take you over, man. So if the spirit is compelling you, the spirit is telling you, damn, I need to get around the brothers. I need to do this. Do it, man.
Yeah.
Just do it. I'm telling you.
I got a really quick
you got it, bro.
Hey, this is funny because I was looking for something else, and I just came across. I had already underlined it in my book, but this is Ecclesiasticus chapter 30, verse 21. Give not over thy mind to heaviness.
Woo!
Yeah,
that's a good one.
It is. You going through some things and you just consumed with that. Next thing you know, you're isolated. I can't communicate. They gonna, somebody gonna laugh, or you're proud, or whatever the case is. Like, you could be afraid to say something, which I've been afraid to say something. You gotta man up, gird up thy loins. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Give not over thy mind to heaviness, and afflict not thyself in thine own counsel. So here it is, you beating yourself up in your mind, but instead of reaching out and communicating, you're in here condemning yourself. Oh, well, next thing you know, you're making excuses. You're not admitting that, I got a problem. Mm-hmm. Like they'll tell you in those AA classes and all that, Alcoholics Anonymous classes and shit, the first thing to do is admit you got a problem.
Mm-hmm.
It's the same thing, man.
It's the same thing, man.
Because what are those, those drug addicts, those real heavy drug addicts, and those alcoholics, and people that are obsessed with certain things? They a lot of people are like that because, one, they're depressed, or they won't speak out and communicate. Which communication is part of what this thing is about. They
internalize that. Yeah. That's how really that's how addictions start.
Yeah,
is through you balling up all those. And me and the brother Tazwam did a lesson on emotions last night.
Yep.
When you balling up, isolating is you balling up all those emotions. You holding on to emotions, and you're not trying to let them go. You're not trying to express yourself and get things off your chest.
Oh God! I found that scripture.
Yeah, you got it.
It's Ecclesiasticus chapter 30, verse 8. A horse not broken becometh headstrong. You see, and because you think you know it all,
hard-headed.
Or you hard-headed, and I ain't gotta communicate. I ain't gotta tell nobody nothing. You become headstrong, right?
Yeah, because after a horse that's broken, if I'm not mistaken, a horse that's not broken
won't let you
is an older. Yeah, it's basically
buck
up.
Yeah, they like how a horse that won't be tamed.
Yeah, that's what that is. Yep.
It's a horse that somebody tries to ride, they gonna kick you right off. You try to get on, and next thing you know, you riding a wild horse. You could die. You know, it's just unstable. All right. It says, and a child left to himself will be willful. You see, a child left to himself will be willful. All right, and going back to men reaching out. All right, you got men that's communicating to you. All right, but if you just I got it. I don't need to communicate with you. I don't need to express what's going on. I don't need to do no lessons, because a lot of the lessons we do are just getting that whatever's bothering us through the spirit. Sometimes doing the lesson and edifying to help you. That's a form of venting.
That's right. Yeah.
I used to tell. I used to make suggestions like like if men didn't get to speak at camp some days, do a lesson. Men. Some men get a little frustrated. Or I wanted to speak today, or I wanted to read, or which that itself alone could cause some type of issue. You know what I'm saying? Like, not saying that men envy one another, but that could cause issues within your mind. You're like, man, I didn't get to read today. I didn't do a lesson. Vent, do the lesson, man.
Right.
Which of course make it edifying, but it says, and a child left to himself will be willful. You see, because when you stuck in here, I got it. And them demons they'll all right, man, we're gonna build a house, we're gonna build a fence, we're gonna build a backyard, we're gonna take over this land here in your head, man.
Yep.
All right, and you become willful, like
demons gonna
set up shop. Yeah, you're gonna be willful. You're gonna be like, well, I don't need to communicate with nobody. I don't need to tell nobody nothing. And that's where
I'm a grown man.
Yeah. I'm a grown ass man. I don't gotta say nothing.
Yeah.
Like, that's not communication is part of our history, man. That's our heritage. You go back to the time of Moses, when Moses he dealt with all the people in the wilderness. He dealt with them so much that he had to delegate other men. You know what I'm saying? So communication is a part of and hey, a lot of those things were little things too. Little he probably stepped on my land and broke my stepped on a flower in my lawn or something little. It could have been something real little, or I didn't get enough water, my portion wasn't as great as his type situation. Those were little things, but those things were communicated. All right. But that's all I had on that one.
Okay. I was looking for matter of fact, I got something real quick. This is 1 Corinthians 12 and 13. For by one Spirit are we all baptized into one body, whether we be Jews or Gentiles, whether ye be bond or free, and have been made all to drink into one Spirit. For the body is not one member, but many. See that? So it's not about one member, man. It's not about you. Okay?
You.
It says
me.
The body is not. It says the body is not one member, but many. Okay? So,
matter of fact, if I'm not mistaken, it might be in that chapter 2 where it talks about like if I'm not mistaken,
I think
talks about like one part of the body goes through something, the rest of it goes through it as well.
Yeah, it's the spirit, because I was actually just about to make that point. Because your organs, that's how your organs work. Your organs communicate to each other. Okay? Yep. Your organs, your digestive system communicates to your brain. Your brain communicates to your heart. Different thing. Hey, that's how a body works. The bodily functions. Your different organs, they communicate to each other. And what happens if your brain stops communicating? You dead.
Yep.
If your brain stops sending the signals and sending your organs stop sending the signals to your brain and vice versa, then you're gonna die. Okay?
That's right up.
Or you lose an organ or whatever. You got it.
Con.
Oh, I got a little bit more.
Yeah.
It says, verse 15. If the foot shall say, because I am not the hand, I am not of the body, is it therefore not of the body? Yeah, so like even this brother made a good point. You know, even at camp, you might feel like, damn, you know, even younger brothers just getting into the camp, they might feel like, damn, I'm just holding camera.
Yeah.
You know, I don't get to speak yet. I don't get to read. You know, I just gotta hold signs and hold posts. And you know, I'm insignificant. I'm gonna read this again. If the foot shall say, because I am not the hand, I am not of the body, is it therefore not of the body? See that? So you don't think that you're insignificant. Don't think because you ain't get to read today or whatever. You know, I ain't get to. You know, I'm just. You know, you feel because you feel lonely. You know what I'm saying? You feel like, damn, you know, I'm really not in this thing. You know, I'm not a part of the. Well, it just said, is it therefore not a part of the body? That's a rhetorical question, because it is a part of the body. You know, it's a part of the body. Everything has its function. You know.
Yeah.
Even brothers bring this out all the time, but I believe your pinky toe. If you don't have a pinky toe, you can't even keep your balance. You know?
I think it's.
Or is it your big toe?
I think it's the big toe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
same thing with the thumb.
Anything. Yeah, your thumb. Yeah, your thumb. You can't do nothing without a thumb. You know?
Mm-hmm.
But these things, you know, oh, you might think a thumb is not a big deal. Well, you try not having a thumb, man. Ask one of these people without a hand or whatever how it is, man. You know? Ask these people with prosthetic legs how it is, man. How easy it is, you know? All right? So these things are important. Everything has its purpose, man.
Yeah.
You know? Yep. And going back to communication, man, you know, that's important, you know?
Yeah. Because,
you know, especially if you belong to Great Millstone, we heavily push that out as communication. You know, when men are going through things or anything, man, communicate.
Yeah, hey, the spirit bring out whatever the spirit bring out, man.
Yeah, because well, if you don't communicate and you want to isolate yourself, then over time you're gonna dwindle out, and we've seen it happen plenty of times. If the guys that communicate and you know they have an issue, they don't present it, they don't you know, they hold on to it, they don't you know, express themselves, get it off their chest, you know, or correct the issue, whatever it is. Yep. Then they dwindle out.
Yeah,
you know.
Yeah, you start catching them real heavy demons, man. Next thing you know, you just become something crazy. It's like not even that serious of us. You know, I mean, everything is serious, but the demons will make it like.
Yeah, see, the demons will make it into it's you know, but it's something. It can start something so small, but then once you let it grow, it done turned into a whole situation. You got it.
For instance, I was thinking about like a tumor.
A tumor starts small.
Tumor start off real small. It could be, you know, the size of a penny, or it could be smaller than that. You know, something, if you catch it early, they can cut it out or whatever. You know, well, you know how Esau is. I'm just using Esau's shit as an example, as an analogy. But when it gets too big and you get to the size of a basketball, you know, that's terminal. You know, don't let those, you know, those things build up in you to where it completely makes you detached from the body. Yeah. Because the body, let's use the example what the brother just read in 1 Corinthians chapter 12 about the hand or the foot, whatever the body part was. Let's say that the foot decides, I'm going to leave. So it detaches itself. So now, you know, the rest of the body's going to heal up and, you know, probably, you know, scab over and, you know.
Patch it up or whatever.
You know. But
or Most High just replace that whole limb. You know,
and then in that foot that detached from the rest of the body, that's gonna rot, and it's gonna rot up, and
because it's not connected to the life source.
Because no more blood's gonna be flowing. Mm-hmm. It's gonna rot out. It's gonna be eaten by maggots and worms, which will be those demons.
Yep.
So you separate yourself from the body because for one you didn't communicate, and then you was like, you know what, I'm gonna isolate myself. Next thing you know,
you're rotten.
You're rotten, man. What happens to rot, man? We ain't gonna keep that around. Nah. Get rid of that rotten part of that body. Even the Lord said, if the eye that pluck it out.
Yeah.
Get rid of that.
If your eye offended, you pluck it out. Yeah.
You get to the point where you isolate, and now you're starting to, because of that, the Lord could just get rid of you, man.
Yeah. Yep.
Ultimately, you don't even want that.
You don't want that, man.
You're gonna be part of 2/3.
If I could say, going back to your tumor example, YAHAWASHI, if in relation to that analogy, YAHAWASHI is the doctor, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if you don't communicate with your doctor what's going on with your body,
like a checkup, you don't.
Yeah, if you don't get a checkup, you don't communicate with your doctor. You don't tell the doctor, damn, I got this pain.
I got this chest pain. Doctor's gonna look at you like, well, you're fine.
Yeah, he's gonna be like, all right, well, And then next thing, but like you said, if you wait too late, next thing you know, the shit just terrible, man. Yeah. Because you ain't communicating with your doctor. Yeah, man. Yeah. And like I said, the doctor is YAHAWASHI. So
the Lord is the comforter.
How do we communicate with YAHAWASHI? Communicate with the men around you. Yeah. Because they're a part of the body. These men represent YAHAWASHI, Yeah. Yep. So I don't know, did you have anything else? We probably get one more.
Yeah, I got one more scripture.
On that
Yep, one more scripture. This is the book of Hebrews, chapter 13, and verse 16. But to do good, it says, but to do good and to communicate, forget not. You see? Mm-hmm. So in this walk, man, we can't forget to communicate, man. Whether it be, I done messed up, I need help, or, I know I've been slacking, or, I got some demons on me. Hey, we all got demons on us, man. It's just, you going to be man enough to, hey, I'm slacky, man. I've been tripping, been letting these demons get a hold of me. Can y'all pray for me? Send up some praise. Can I get some counsel? Can I call somebody? Can I link up? Can I do something? Just sitting there, with the door closed in your room, with the lights off, just being isolated, man. That's not part of, of this walk. Of course, I gotta say this because, may be simple. We're not talking about. You could be to yourself, but just don't take it as being simple, man. I'm just gonna say that because sometimes we have to say stuff like that.
Okay.
It says, for with such sacrifices the Most High is well pleased. You see, the Most High is well pleased when we communicate to Him first and foremost through praise, by showing our acts of brotherly love, communicating, going out to the highways and byways teaching. The Lord is pleased with these things, man. All right? So, communicate constantly, man. That's the point of the lesson, is to communicate and don't isolate, because isolation leads to destruction, man. All right?
That's right, bro. Yep, that's right. Yeah, that's it. And, so, like the brother said, that's the main point, is that isolation leads to destruction, So take heed, and Lord willing, you brothers will edify, and you men that may be struggling with isolation, man. Reach out. Reach out. Do what you got to do. Because the time is short. So with that, we want to give our praises to Yahawah, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, Double lines to our elders and apostles, a great millstone. Shalom.